Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. Whoa! Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They led out by the former Gators, second-round pick in 2021. It's Kyle Trask.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job of staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
4. Third down. They'll try to get it on the ground. Riding off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. No return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and they come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You watch the film from last week's game, and you come away saying, okay, he's probably one of their best players on the field, but you would never know it after meeting with him. He said, I don't want to talk about my touchdowns. He said, there's just too many plays out there that I'm missing, and then, of course, the costly interception. So they didn't win. He's taking a lot of that responsibility onto himself, and frankly, that's the role of an NFL quarterback, whether you like it or not.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 24 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give. Here's Benson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun. Young. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, Young. Rushed to his left, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll take off again.
It's a gain of 8. That's enough
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. Flush to his right. He'll run again. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
First down.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Back to throw. Young. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Pickup brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Benson. Making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their second possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
The Bengals offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
A carry now for Scott. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
41-yard line.
Here's Scott. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
That's
Third down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Young. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. The Bengals ready to punt this one away.
It's now 4th down.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds. The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago. Part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he's taken down up past the 35. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Steeler first down.
It's 3rd down, and defensively you think you do a great job taking everybody away. But sometimes you just can't account for the quick little check down to the back and his ability to run in the open field and make people miss. He's able to pick up some huge gains.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
And it brings up 3rd.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
No gain on the play.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. He gets this into the hands of Green. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
26-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
A second down throw for Young. Quick throw taken in, and they'll They'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the Bengals going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Here's Young to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone, and then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window. It might not stay open for long. He puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a loss of a
Lost
yard.
1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A draw to Benson. Ooh. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
the Bengals first down.
To throw, Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. He'll step up and run. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They host on 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Handoff here. Up the middle. And the Steelers are going to have what looks to be 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. That's hauled in at the 2. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No chance at all. He'll go down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
His kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Bengals offense. And their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing on second down, Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Young. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's their punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Falcons. And this is the Ravens wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 45-yard touchdown. The Ravens continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Scott.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He runs with it. And a nice run close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Young going to keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for one extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback leading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Young. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
To throw is Young. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. On the bootleg, it's Young. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. The extra point, up and good. And the Bengals move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Quick hitting slant there. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Back to the air one more time. That's into traffic, but taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Bengals 33-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Steeler 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They've got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
3rd and a long way to go. They'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. You see what they've done on 3rd downs this season, and they came through on that last touchdown drive as well. Young to throw on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw, Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
The Bengals will call out the field goal unit. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Loss of a yard.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
9 brings up third and 2.
Now, on third and 2, they'll try him. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Joey Bosa. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Young. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. Young. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Young. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Gain of 4. It's now second and
On
6.
play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down.
Third down and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. First and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Which throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Bengals first down.
They'll go again with Benson. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
10 yards
Second and inches.
In second and inches.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. They'll lose a yard. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll go play action with Young. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The Bengals out and ready to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.